Rolling along here from Radio Row, and always fun to talk with some current guys playing in the NFL, and a guy who is currently just played with the New Orleans Saints this year, wide receiver Kevin Austin, been in the league a couple years, Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Welcome in, man. How are you?
Good. How about yourself?
Good. Take me back to you were born in New York, but you grew up in Florida.
Yeah.
How does a kid in Florida end up at Notre Dame?
That is crazy. Not a lot of people know that I was born in New York.
Yeah.
And I moved to Florida. I moved to Florida when I was like 6 weeks old.
Wow.
So I really am like a Florida boy, but I was born in New York. But I would say the connection that I had from Florida to Notre Dame was the running back coach, Autry Denson, grew up 3 minutes from where I was growing up at the time. And we had the same Little League coach. So that personable connection and him being that guy and then me going to Notre Dame and falling in love with the campus and the people, I definitely knew that was the right decision.
It's so much history there, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's got to be you get to see Touchdown Jesus and all that, and you're instantly like, oh, I got to come here.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch the movie Rudy?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did. Yeah, a lot of people didn't when we got there,
Yeah.
but they had to when we were actually being students there.
See, old people like me, we that was one of my favorite movies growing up, so you had to loving the Irish. It's crazy, too, to see. I mean, they just played in the national championship. Is it wild to see? I mean, I'm sure you know. Well, you've been in the league 3 years, so did you know any of the guys still around on the team?
Oh, yeah, I definitely did. I knew Xavier Watts, Howard Cross, a couple other guys that are on the defense, Jack Kaiser, some of the guys that I played with when I was there.
Pretty cool, though, that the 12-team playoff opens the door for more teams, and it's like it's kind of almost what Notre Dame needed was a little bit more of an opportunity here.
100%. Not being in the conference and everything, but yeah.
Yeah. Should they be in a conference?
I don't think so. No, we do
Keep
just
the independent
fine.
thing.
We do just fine.
The best part about that is when you go there, mom and dad or whoever doesn't have to worry about, how do I watch your games? You're on NBC every week.
Every week. That was another big reason of me going there. I knew I was going to play on TV every week.
Yeah.
My family would be able to watch me every week.
Yeah, it's a cool deal they have going there. Take me back. I'm sure probably, and I've read your story a little bit of a love-hate relationship with Brian Kelly. What was it like playing for Brian Kelly?
Oh, no, I love Brian Kelly.
Okay.
He was a great coach. I would definitely say that he was like one of those like demanding head coaches, which was really good for like young men, I would say. Just understanding like he wanted us to be successful no matter what.
What was it like day in and day out, though? I mean, was he hard? Was he kind of put his arm around you guys at times, or what was it like?
I feel like he understood what he needed to do both. I would definitely say he was very like strict about what he wanted, and he was very hard about certain things. But at the same time, we all understood that to be successful in life and in football, these are the things that we have to do. So we understood it. It was one of those give and take type of things where we understood it, but sometimes we didn't always agree. But we understood what he was doing was the right thing.
Were you already declared when he made the jump, or what was the timeline there?
No, so he left LSU to go to LSU the last game. So that last game in the regular season, we were going to play in a not conference.
Could have made the playoffs.
Yeah, we could have made the playoffs, but we didn't make the playoffs.
Right.
And we just played in the regular, I think the Fiesta Bowl.
Yeah.
And he left then, and I didn't declare yet, but I kind of knew throughout the year that I was leaning towards leaving.
Were you like, the hell with him while you're leaving Notre Dame?
No, we all understood. Like, everyone makes a decision for their families.
Yeah.
All those different reasons. So we couldn't be mad. Obviously, selfishly, we're a little bit mad because that's our head coach that we've grown to love. But at the same time, we understand that everyone has to make a decision.
I like how you said we're playing like the Fiesta Bowl or something. That only was like one of your biggest games.
I know.
100-yard receive a day, right?
Yeah.
What was that? Were you like that day? You're like, oh, this is what I need to put on film to
100%.
show the scouts?
100%. I definitely knew that, like, going into that game, that it's going to be my last game in college. So I definitely want to put something on to put a performance out there for teams.
One more on Brian Kelly. Do you think he can win at LSU?
I think he has the players to win for sure, and he definitely can win. There's a lot of good teams out there right now, especially in the SEC too. So I definitely see it definitely not going to be easy.
Yeah, ironically, he says I'm going to leave to go to LSU to try to win a championship. But the SEC is so tough now. Now it's like maybe you should have stayed at Notre Dame. We've interviewed Marcus Freeman a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I just love the guy. Is that kind of? I know you didn't get to play for him, but looking back, is it like that's a guy you would have liked to have played for?
Oh yeah, for sure. He was there the 2 years, but as a
That's true. Yeah,
defensive coordinator, and just him being around, it was just always you could tell he was a great coach, a great kind of leader in that way. So when that opportunity presented itself, even I was one of the people that told our AD that I would love to see Coach Freeman get the job because he's such a great coach and great person.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's and look at the success he's having already.
Exactly.
It's crazy. And normally you start as a Cincinnati head coach and you work your way up to Notre. He just got Notre Dame head coach, and
Yeah.
he's made the most of the opportunity. Take me through when you did decide to go to the draft. It ends up going undrafted. How humbling was that? Did that maybe make you go like, I got to go prove myself even more now? Take me through that.
Yeah, I definitely probably say I had a chip on my shoulder a little bit, just because obviously I wanted to get drafted. That's everyone's dream, playing in this league, playing football all your life. But at the same time, it was definitely humbling, just understanding that not everything's given, obviously, and you have to work for everything. And I've always worked all my life, so I wasn't really concerned about anything. I was just kind of just understanding that this is just something else that I have to go work for.
Take me through. You had some time in Jacksonville, and then you went Birmingham Stallions, right?
Yes.
And then the Saints come calling.
Yes.
Take me through this journey the last year plus.
Yeah, so I was basically. So you want to start off with the Jacksonville?
Yeah.
So yeah, Jacksonville. That was really exciting opportunity they gave me to undrafted free agent contract, and I was able to go there and make it on the practice squad for the whole year. That they went to the playoffs and all that stuff, and then I was there for the preseason of the next year. And then I got cut and was kind of in limbo trying to figure out what's my next steps. Hopefully, I got a couple of workouts with a couple of different teams, but they didn't end up calling. And then got an opportunity with the Birmingham Stallions. And that was a great opportunity just to, one, get back out there and play football again in games, having, to put film on tape for teams to be able to see me. And then throughout that opportunity, I was able to have the Saints give me an opportunity to go to the camp and have a shot to make the team.
And you get it. You get with the Saints, and then you got an opportunity as this year went along. That had to be a little bit wild too, with everything they have going on. With Dennis Allen gets fired.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just all these injuries. Derek Carr's hurt. I mean, but you as a football player, you just gotta go put your head down and go play, right?
Exactly. You can't really focus about that. Obviously, it sucks. People getting injured, all those outside kind of situations sometimes. But at the same time, it's football. At the end of the day, you gotta strap up and go play.
What was your biggest welcome to the league moment? Was it like not being able to get the separation? Give me your moment where you're like, oh, NFL's different.
Yeah, I would definitely say probably like Jacksonville rookie year, playing in the preseason games and just understanding how fast I was playing on special teams mainly, and I was just like, wow, everyone is flying. You know what I mean? Playing on kickoff and kickoff return. I was playing on kickoff return at the time.
Yeah.
And I just remember this dude, the first play, he literally just ran right past me. And I'm just like, yeah, this dude's flying right now. So I literally had to mentally just lock in and be like, all right, I know I can do this. I know I can. I'm supposed to be here. So
yeah,
I just had to just get that over my head.
You got to play a little bit with Trevor Lawrence. What was that like?
Oh, great. And it was funny because we got to play with each other in high school. The opening and stuff like that. He was my quarterback. So just seeing him again and being around him again was really cool.
Did he have the long hair then?
Yeah.
Too?
Yeah.
It's trademarked. It's you can't cut your hair ever.
Never. Literally never.
Talk to me about this year in New Orleans. You got to play a little bit with Carr and Spencer Rattler?
Yes.
What was that like getting to play with Spencer?
Oh, it was great. Both quarterbacks, great quarterbacks. I would definitely say Spencer, him being a rookie, him being in there was really great because he was doing a lot of good things for us, being in certain situations. And so him being smart, obviously Derek Carr getting hurt, him stepping up in the way that he could, trying to make us come out successfully every single week. You could tell that he was a really good quarterback to be put in that position.
It was a wild season, too, because I remember 2 weeks in, man, we're going – Saints are going to the Super Bowl, undefeated. You'll beat the hell out of the Cowboys. It's all right, here we go. And then it was just one thing with the Philly game, it slipped away, and it was one thing after another, just kind of whatever bad could happen, happened.
Was happening, yeah.
But it's you as a football player, you got to put your head down and just go try to do what you can do to go prove you belong in this league.
No.
What was this year like for you, though?
It was just a blessed opportunity, I would say, every time, just because obviously starting off in practice squad and then being elevated and playing in every single game after that and having the opportunity to put more film on tape out there for teams to be able to watch me, being able to catch balls and stuff like that in the league. It was just, I would say, just a really great opportunity, and me being able to compete at the highest level. This is something that I dreamed of all my life. So
it's got to be the weirdest thing. You never root for an injury.
No.
But like Chris Olave gets hurt, Shaheed gets hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, part of you those got to be like, all right, here we go. Here's my chance. Like,
in a way, you're kind of like, this is football. Like, injuries happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No one can prevent certain things happening. At the same time, it's sad for those guys that did get injured because obviously I know they wanted to be out there playing as well. At the same time, that created an opportunity for me to go in there and be able to play. So obviously, I was excited with that opportunity that I was given.
what's next? Is this just all about staying in shape? Because you went from, you played with the Stallions, you had no offseason, right?
No
like you just went from football to football
a
to
whole
football.
calendar year of football, yeah.
So are you at least getting a little bit of a break here now?
100%, yeah.
Okay.
That was the biggest thing that I talked to, people in my family about and kind of the guys that I work out with. Just like right now, for me personally, it's just like I need a break from football, from running, from lifting heavy weights. Like I just need a break for at least a month and a half, 2 months to just kind of let my body heal itself and get itself back together, realigned and everything like that, so I can be prepared for this next coming off season.
What the Clint Kubiak playbook? How hard was it to learn and adjust to it?
It was definitely difficult when I first got there. I feel like I'm a really smart guy, so I can pick up things very easily. Notre Dame, it wasn't an easy playbook either, and so I would just say like, me getting there, guys understanding them throughout OTAs, they were learning the playbook, and me getting there for just camp. And I picked up the playbook so well. I think they also saw that as like a key tool of mine that I could understand playbooks. I'm not smart. I'm smart, and I can pick up on things easily.
Was Denbrock there with you? Who was your OC at Notre Dame?
Chip Long was, and then Tommy Reese.
Tommy Reese,
yeah,
that's right.
My guy Tommy.
Because there was the talk that Brian Kelly was trying to bring Tommy Reese over, and then that didn't work out. But yeah, Tommy Reese, what is he? He just got promoted. He was with the Browns?
He was with the Browns.
Where is he now? He just got another job. He's bouncing all around.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job for himself throughout when he was with Bama, when he left us, and then obviously now he's in the league doing what he has to do to, be that coach that he's always wanted to be. He's always talked about it too, him wanting to coach in the league, so I'm really happy for him.
What's wild is a former teammate of yours, Logan Diggs, is still in college. He transferred to LSU. Then he got hurt. He was out this whole year with injury. Yeah. Went to Ole Miss. I guess he's still going to be at Ole Miss, but that's crazy that you've been out for years now, and it's like you still got dudes you played with are still.
Oh no, 100%. Yeah, I know that is interesting with the whole COVID and red shirt and all that stuff. A lot of guys got a couple extra years, which was good for them. Some guys got opportunities from that, so that was good for them.
This day and age of NIL, how much is this kind of changing the landscape of college football, in your opinion?
I think it's definitely changing how you're viewing which college you're going to go to. Guys, I would say, it's a great opportunity for a lot of guys, and I'm happy to see a lot of guys getting that opportunity. But just the kind of the carousel of players going in and out of colleges might be the only bad part, just because they go from one college, get an NIL deal, and then they might go to another college.
And credits don't transfer somewhere, so it's like you're really putting yourself behind an 8 ball.
Exactly.
7 years working on that undergrad degree.
Exactly. So that's the only downside I see in the NIL. Everything else is a really good thing. I feel like that's happening with it.
Yeah. He is Kevin Austin, man. Thanks so much for the time. Really appreciate you joining us, and best of luck with what's next. All right,
appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back right after this.